What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It is James Hollingsworth here with you on the Working People's Podcast. And this is the place where everybody desires to build generational wealth and a financial legacy for their families. And I want to talk to you about something that's been on my heart and it's on my mind. I want to ask you a very important question. But before I do that, come on in the house. Come on in the room. We're here tonight. I'm telling you, man, we need to have a powwow. We really need to come together and have a mental collaboration. If you're watching here, right here on YouTube, on the Working People's Podcast YouTube channel, press that subscribe button. Press that thumbs up like button and go ahead. Ring that notification bell. Ding, 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 ding. So that you'll get notified when we upload new videos, new content right here on YouTube. And also share this here video. Share it with your friends and your family, your cousin and your auntie them. And also if you're watching here on the Facebook page of the Working People's Podcast, or you're watching on my personal page, James Hollingsworth Facebook page, give us some hearts, give us some thumbs up, come on in the building, because we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. Come on in the room, because I want to know who is on your team. I have really been evaluating this myself, probably for the last couple years, and I want to talk to you about it, because it is very important. Who is in your inner circle? Who is on your team? Who are you spending we're going to get into it. And I want to hear from you. Have you really evaluated lately? Because we're talking about building generational wealth. We're talking about being financially stable. We're talking about really building a financial future for ourselves and our families. And I really think it's extremely important who is on your team, who is pouring into your life, right? Who are you reciprocating with? Who are you, who are you rubbing shoulders with, right? Because it's important. And many of us are frustrated because we are working extremely hard and we're pulling the weight of ourselves. We're pulling the weight of our future dreams and desires and hopes. We're pulling all of that on our shoulders and carrying the weight of our purpose on our back. And we're dragging a bunch of people with us because the people on our team is not putting in the work just like we're putting in the work. So tonight I want to ask you, because we're going to get into it. We're going to dive all the way into it right off the top of the mountain and really deep dive into looking at what does the acronym. That's what I've done with T.E.A.M. I've made it into an acronym. And I forgot there's another word for it that they call it when you take a word and you break it down into other words by using the letters. I forgot. I'd have to Google it and look it up. But there's a name for it. But that's what I've done with the word team. I've broken it down into something that we can take piece by piece and evaluate. I think that success, I really do believe it with all my heart, 100%, that success has a lot to do with who you're connected to. I really believe that. And so I believe that the relationships that we form is either going to help other people excel, or it's going to drag us down and pull us down. And I know we got many sayings about crabs in the bucket and stuff like that, and feeling like, sometimes it's like you're supposed to be on the same team with people, but it's almost like you're playing tug of war. Have you ever felt like that? That you're literally playing tug of war with the people that's actually on your team. So come on in the building tonight. Come on in here on YouTube. Come on in here on the Working People's Podcast Facebook channel. And come on in here on the James Hollingsworth personal Facebook page and press that heart button, press that thumbs up like button, start dropping some comments below. If you're feeling me, right? If you're feeling what I'm saying already, and before we even got into it, and start sharing this video, man. Share this video. So who's on your team? Who is on your team? Because many of us, I'm telling you right now, many of us have been wasting a lot of our effort trying to bring people and recruit people and coax people and persuade people to come on our team, to be a part of our vision and dream and what we're trying to go in the future. They don't want to go. And some people saying they want to go, but they dragging you and pulling you back and holding your progress, your forward momentum. Look, forward momentum is very important. So who's on your team? In other words, who are you giving your time to? Who are you around and giving the value of your precious time to? Because the time that you're using trying to explain to them, trying to bring them on your team, trying to get them on your program, trying to get them to understand where you're going, I don't care if they family or friend that's posing as a friend or whatever they might be, that's really a foe. Because some people are enemies dressed up in, my mama used to always talk about wolves dressed up in sheep's clothing. Some people are posing as friends and they are enemies. They are enemies to your purpose. They're enemies to your passion. They're enemies to your dreams. They're enemies to your hard work and the effort and energy that you are putting into the time that you are cultivating and use. They are literally enemies to your dreams. And so who are you spending time with? Who are you rubbing shoulders with? Because whoever's on your team is either going to help to propel you to where you're going and help to promote you to where you're going and be on the same page as you, or they're going to be trying to write a different story from the paragraph that you're already on currently in your life, that's putting together all the pieces to make a complete story of your history and where you're going in your future. Are they counterproductive to where you're going? And who are you giving your time to? Because you need to protect your time. Your time is a valuable asset and you need to protect it. And if you hear what I'm saying tonight, start pressing that heart button and drop me some comments below, because it's time for us to protect our time. It's time for us to see that our time is a valuable resource that's necessary, that is really the springboard to launching us into our destiny and our purpose. So who are you spending your time with? You're either spending your time and getting quality out of it, or you're spending your time and wasting it. So it's very important that we reevaluate and reassess who is getting the value of our quality time, and are we investing it to get a return, or literally are we putting it in unproductive people and unproductive things and unproductive projects. And this really is about people and relationships. Who are you investing your time into? Yes, it is very important. Who's on your team? Who are you pouring your heart into and investing a large quantity of your emotional value into? Ladies, this is for you, because many of you spend years and years in relationships with men, pouring your heart into someone that doesn't share your same, come on now, Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about, and don't act like you don't know who I'm talking about. Because some of you are in relationships now, and you can say, well, I'm stuck. No, you're not stuck. You are emotionally attached, and that is the problem. And now you're looking at the world. You're looking at other relationships. You're looking at future relationships that you could have through the lenses that have been scarred and marred through emotional attachments with people that you should never have been giving your value of your time to in the first place. Come on now. I'm talking better than that heart button is going off. And this is very important because we need to guard our hearts. We need to guard our emotions. Yes. Hey, Deisha. That's good, brother. Thank you. That's right. Protect your time. Your time is valuable. And guess what? You need to protect your emotions. Because your emotions is the gate. It literally is the abundance of what's in your heart. And the filter to your heart can get clogged up with all types of things that can cause you to literally begin to have a tainted view of your future. And it will cause you now to not trust people. And it will cause you to start disconnecting from people that you should be connected from. And at your heart, you'll start connecting with people that you shouldn't be. Because you can't just go off of how you're feeling about something. You have to evaluate. You have to assess. You have to be able to determine, is this person worth me investing my emotions and the value of my heart into them? Because if you bring the wrong people on your team, it can literally stunt your growth for years. It can hold you back for years. It can stunt your growth for years, and it can cause you to be emotionally damaged and emotionally stuck in a place where you don't trust people anymore, where you get hard, where you become bitter, where you become frustrated, where you become depressed. You have to protect your emotions because your emotions have value to it, just like your time does. So who's on your team? Who are you giving your time to? And who are you giving your emotions to? Who's on your team, people? Who are you giving your attention to? What and who are you focusing and dedicating your attention into? Are you getting a return on your investment? Are you? Ask yourself that. Are you getting a return on your investment of pouring your time, emotions, and attention into someone or a situation? It still amazes me. It still amazes me. Let me come out of here for 1 second. It still amazes me how people talk about, say, well, what's your relationship status? Oh, I'm in a situationship. Where did we come with that new age 2021, 20th century convoluted idea? What is a situationship and why are you in it? Why are you even in a situationship? Something that is a waste of your time and a waste of your energy. And literally is draining you. Draining you. Do you know that creativity can get drained if you are pouring your attention and pouring your emotions into the wrong people? It can even stifle your creativity. It can. So who are you giving your attention to? Tell me that that's not important. I think it's very important. Who are you giving are you giving that which is precious to swine? I don't care how you dress up a pig. Put him in a tuxedo. Spray some Creed. Put some expensive Creed cologne on him. Take him to prom. Take the swine, the pig to prom. Yes. Put him in a limousine. Take him and spread out a fine dinner on a beautiful table with a white tablecloth. Do all of that. Literally wash him, give him a bubble bath, devote all of this time, effort, energy, emotional attachment, and attention into this pig. And then take him back home and take the collar and take the restraint off of him and watch to see what he will do. He will return right back and wallow in the mud in his brand new $5,000 Tom Ford tuxedo. Because the nature of who he is and what he is doesn't change simply because of what you put on it. The heart and the nature of what it is doesn't change just because you devote a lot of time and attention to it. The nature of what and who it is not going to change simply because you connect to it on a deeper level and you guys are vibing and feeling each other's energy. Just because you spend a lot of time trying to get it to be something else, whatever is in the nature of it, no matter how much attention you pay to it or give it, the nature of what it is, it will not change. So therefore, we have to begin to make sure that this right here, if you want to be productive, if you want to be successful, if you really want to create a stable financial future for yourself, you got to be careful who you're giving your time, emotional attachment, and attention to. Because what it will eventually do, it will get down and eat into your money and your resources. I know what I'm talking about. Yes, Terrence. What's up, Terrence? I'm telling you, it will eat into your resources. Your resources can be the catalyst of literally making everything in your future come into fruition. But if you're pouring your money into things that have no value and people that add no value to your life, your money will be wasted. And the foundation that you could be, it will be torn down literally overnight if you're investing your resources into the wrong people. You can build a kingdom and the wrong people on your team will tear it down. All of your hard work, all of your savings, all of your earnings. I know people that ran through $100,000 in a matter of just a few days, bringing the wrong people on their team, especially men. Guard your resources, men. Protect your finances. Don't give that which is precious to swine. Don't pour your resources into someone that's not reciprocating your emotional attachment. Stop giving your hard-earned sweat, blood, and tears money to people and things that don't appreciate the value of the resources that you are dedicating to them. Stop it. I'm trying to help you. Stop it. Put an end to it tonight. Who's on your team? Who's on your team? Are they adding value to your life? Are they helping you to reach your financial goals? Are they dedicating themselves to studying and learning and being the best that they can be, just like you are? Who are you rubbing shoulders with? Who's in the room with you? Who are you inviting into those places where you're trying to negotiate deals and make things happen for you and for your future? Who are you? Who's your ride or die? Because I'm telling you right now, loyalty can either promote you and propel you to success, and sometimes loyalty can literally kill and steal your hopes and dreams. You got to be careful who you give your loyalty to. Come on in the building. Tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm missing it somewhere. Sometimes we are so loyal, we're loyal to our own hurt. Loyal to our fault. Loyal to a fault. And then we'll blame other people and say, they did this, they tricked me. No, you should have cut the cord. You should have pulled out the stitches. You should have severed, disconnected. Who's on your team? Because it matters. It really does matter. Who's on your team? Who are you giving your time to? Who are you emotionally attached to? E.A. Who are you giving all of your attention to? What's your focus? And M. Who are you pouring your money, your resources into? Protect your time, people. Protect your emotions, people. Guard your heart. Protect your attention. What's got your attention? And above all, if you do those, you will guard your resources. Because if you're pouring your resources into things that's not yielding a return, you will not experience prosperity. You will not experience abundance. You will not experience financial stability, because you will take your resources and waste them on people that doesn't deserve your time, emotional attachment, and your attention. And you will give them your resources and they will not appreciate them. So I'm telling you, make sure that you assess, reevaluate, and that you make sure that you bring the people on your team that's going to ride with you and go with you on the journey of your future success and help you to build and help you to continue to grow and move forward. Evaluate who's on your team. I think this is one of the best podcast shows and episodes that I've done. You know why I think it is? Because it doesn't matter about how much money you make if you're taking that money and pouring it into old wine skins. And if you got holes in your pockets because of relationships and people that you're connected to. Nothing else matters if you don't develop and connect with people who are on a mission and purpose just like you are. It's game time, people. Who's in the dugout with you? It's game time, people. Who's putting in the work with you? It's game time, people. Who's on the team with you? Are you dragging a bunch of lazy bums with you? Or are you dragging a bunch of people that got just as much intensity and desire and want to put in the work just like you are? Who's on your team? Hey, if you did come in and watch tonight, I know I'm about to go, but share this video with somebody because somebody needs to hear this. Sometimes, and I'm telling you, sometimes we grow up with people, you know, and as hard as it may sound, sometimes it's even in your own family, possibly. Yes. And I'm telling you, you need to share this with somebody that you know they got big dreams, but they're hanging around small-minded people. They got big dreams, but they're hanging around and connected to petty people that's not driven and self-motivated. If you share this video with them, it could potentially change their life. So if you're watching on YouTube, do me a favor, press that subscribe button, press that heart button, that thumbs up, like button rather, and press that notification bell and share this video. If you're watching here on Facebook, on the Working People's Podcast page, do the same. Share this video with your friends and family and your cousin and your auntie now. Let's break some people out of apathy. Let's break some people out of bad, wasted time relationships. And press that heart button. Share this video. But I got to go. And I am out.